Hey, what's up, guys? So the long-awaited part 2 is here, like 4 days later. It hasn't really been that long, but I feel like the anticipation is kind of built up a little bit because I'm in the middle of doing, a right-hand drive swap, right? So I showed you guys last video that the inside of what used to be the left-hand drive foot area is extremely rusted out and it's not in best shape. However, I went and I stripped back a bunch of the rust and it wasn't as bad as it had initially appeared to be. So currently I'm drawing out where I'm going to cut out of the left-hand drive section and then of course matching it up over on the right-hand drive clip. So I'll show you guys where I'm at right now with the outline, and then I'm going to get to cutting and I'm going to swap this panel in because the only way to get it done is to do it. So yeah, no more delaying, no more being afraid to deal with all this rust. It's time to do it. I need to remove the transmission. I need to at least remove the racing beat header. I could probably leave the rest of the exhaust in there. And then I have to remove the brake line, get the fuel lines out of the way, but it's time. The time has come. As you can see, I already got out the master cylinder. So that's been there for days, but I gotta work in this area, so time to get to work. All right, so I'm gonna start where this heater thingy is, and then that's where the old throttle cable went. So I'm gonna come right down between these two because on the right-hand drive casting, all these circles and divots are here, so it's a lot easier to follow the marks that are already there and then come up with a map based off of what you can visually see. So right here, you can see that hole where a screw goes in. There's actually a little tiny square casted in there. So I'm gonna follow that line, join them together, bring it down to the pinch weld, and then come up right through the side, just like I did on this one over here. So you can see on the right-hand drive clip, I have the same exact map drawn out, but I have it a little bit more complete than the other one. So I'm just gonna finish that up, put you guys on a time lapse, and take you through the cutting process and getting it all mocked up. And then today around 4 o'clock, I'm gonna head over to Aaron's in the old Cressida, because it's the only vehicle that's big enough to carry all this stuff. Get the dashboard, steering column, steering rack, pedal assembly, and anything else that I may have gotten the wrong one of, or he didn't give me at the time when I went and picked up the clip. So exciting stuff going on here, and a bunch of progress is gonna be made. So let's get to it. So I'm working on the right-hand drive side, and this giant bubble bee decided he wanted to start picking all the pollen out of these flowers, and he's very, very large, and well, I can't use my die grinder over here or else he's gonna try to sting me, and when they feel threatened, they go for the face and the eyeballs, so I don't need any of that. Alright, so as you guys can see, I went ahead and trimmed up this piece more and more to get it to fit better, and now it's pretty much almost perfect. So I'm going to take it out and I'm going to strip all the paint off it so I have a clean surface to weld to. Placed in, got a couple tack welds in, and it's looking pretty good so far. So I think everything's gonna line up good. Just got to get it all welded in and then start on the bodywork. So I got the panel welded in and I started to do a majority of the body work. I didn't get too much done because I had some things to do Saturday night, but yeah, it's looking not too shabby. I don't have a lot of lighting in here right now. Let me go flip on the light and see if I can show you guys the current state of the right-hand drive Firewall. Alright, so that's where it's at right now. I ran out of welder wire in the welder right there, so I wasn't able to continue to close up some of the holes, but I did start to do body work on the left side right here, so that doesn't look too shabby. All in all, it's very secure. Everything's in there. The gaps are very minimal, so when I go ahead and weld it up, it won't be very hard to close those up, and then of course grind down the welds, make it look smooth, lay body filler over it, and make it look like it never even existed. So yeah, I got a decent amount done right there. Bear with me on making the videos longer. I'm working to try to set them up so I can make videos that are longer than like 5 or 6 minutes, just because I want to take the opportunity to get as much information out there as I can while I'm making the video. So make sure you guys hit the like button, comment anything if you have any questions or just have any opinions on what's going on here. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. According to the YouTube analytics, about half the viewers aren't subscribed, and they're concurrent viewers, so they're people who keep coming back and watching the videos. So if you forgot to hit that subscribe button, just make sure you do that. And yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next video.